Welcome to First Taste TV.
We're at PepsiCo in the Frito-Lay headquarters in Plano, Texas.
Oh, nice. Looks kind of good on you.
I couldn't resist. And we're excited to see everything that this wonderful company has in store for us today.
So Chaz, thank you so much for having us. Can you start by telling us about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So first and foremost, I'm a husband of 13 years and a father of 3, living in Dallas, Texas. But professionally, I am the Senior Director of Sales for PepsiCo Food Service. And within that, I have the pleasure of being able to lead all of our efforts in the K-12 channel and work with our exciting portfolio of brands that we get to serve to students throughout the country.
Oh, sounds great.
Amazing. You guys both have 3 children.
We do, yes.
Excellent. And they're all students in school districts.
Mm-hmm.
We would love some of these new innovations that you have and some amazing products that are part of a reimbursable meal.
For sure. Yeah, we're really excited about the strong portfolio of our brands and how it really combines the dynamics of brands that our families and consumers love, as well as fitting all the key critical nutritional guidelines and USDA requirements that they have.
Yeah, and I love how each one of your different brands almost provides a different type of solution for your students, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what are some of the more trendy items that you're seeing out there right now?
Yeah, so I mean, certainly from a trendy perspective, there are 2 elements that we see come into play. But we also make sure that across our total portfolio, that we have solutions across all of our brands to be able to serve them. So for example, Doritos, Cheetos, Tostitos, those are in 3 out of every 4 pantries in the US have some combination of those. And so we look to combine the on-trend elements that we see across our total portfolio. So 2 things that we see emerging right now. One is on the hot and spicy side. So over the past 3 years, and you see this in the retail space, hot and spicy has been growing annually at 40%. So let me put that in perspective. That is more than 10 times faster than the total salty snack category.
Wow,
and
crazy.
so that's something that several years ago might have been something that resonated with a particular type of consumer or a particular part of the country. Now it's ubiquitous, and it's something where it's not something that's just a preference of consumers, it's an expectation to really have.
And I've got to say, I stocked the sweet chili purple Doritos for my students, and that sold out so quickly. I had to bring in, I think, about 3 to 5 times the amount of cases the next week because it was a great combination. The flavors were completely balanced. So it wasn't too spicy, but it also had that sweet side. But Chaz, you work with a lot of different folks here in the R&D Center to create these new products. You actually then send those products to directors and say, hey, what's this gonna taste like? I was actually just part of a survey team for you guys looking at some of these new innovations, and I hear you have some here that you're willing to show our folks at home.
Yeah, we do. We appreciate the feedback that's really helped guide and shape that. It's so important to make sure that our products really resonate with the needs of our school districts and our student consumers that are gonna get to enjoy them. So 2 new products that are launching in this coming school year. The first is Baked Cheetos Flamin' Hot Limon.
And that sounds good.
Yes,
that sounds really good.
It is fantastic. And the second is our Munchies Flamin' Hot and Sweet Mix.
Okay, all right.
Again, balancing that spicy with another component that's kind of going to cut through. You're going to really like the limon.
Okay.
All right, let's bring them out.
Okay, great. There you go.
Wow.
And the packaging is just completely on point, very trend forward. This is going to be great for our kindergarten students all the way up to 12th grade. Very attractive. So Chaz, how are schools using some of these incredible products on a tray?
Yeah, so there are a couple of key ways. First is in terms of recipes. And so we've got a great website, PepsiCoSchoolStores.com, and it's got phenomenal recipes across our portfolio, all different kinds of products. And you'll actually see our chef, Abby Kabibi, walk you through in a few minutes some of those great products to be able to have them come to life. So that's one element. The second, and this is in particular regarding the August 2019 ruling that now allows our tortilla chips and our corn products to be counted as a whole grain and to be served on a tray. That works to amplify anything that we can serve in cafeterias for multiple meals. So take Fritos, for example, that crunch that it adds to a breakfast burrito, absolutely out of this world. And you put Fritos in a Frito chili pie. It's an incredibly delicious dish. And then even on the tortilla chip side, certainly Tostitos as a great nacho component. You look at our walking taco as a phenomenal opportunity to customize and add all these different dynamics to really bring excitement to daily lunches. Because that's another trend. You asked earlier about trends that we've seen. One of the other trends that we've seen is it's a little bit of menu fatigue, right? So students have been telling us, yes, we love our lunches, but they're a little too consistent in terms of what we're seeing. And so that element of variety and even the different flavor combinations that you see, right? So you talked about Doritos reduced fat, spicy sweet chili, right? All these different combinations, that just adds a whole level of variety and excitement to a lunch menu.
And what I love about your products is that you cater to all types of food service. So I can get these in bulk packages, but I'll tell you what, the school nutrition professionals in my kitchen could not stop thanking me for bringing the Tostitos in the individual bags, so they didn't have to put them into all the different portion bags. They were so incredibly happy to have that solution. So there really is a way to incorporate these on the tray in a variety of different ways.
So Chaz, how can districts learn more about the products that you guys offer, how to get a hold of you guys, how to learn more, that sort of thing?
Yeah, sure. So a couple of key ways. And first is obviously your PepsiCo food service representative, and connecting with them is going to be a great way to do it.
Shout out to Marty Kelly. Hello, Marty.
Thanks, Marty. The second is that website that I just mentioned, PepsiCoSchoolSource.com. So that's got all the recipes, all the great product information to be able to learn more about.
That sounds great. Well, I would love to learn how Chef Abby made all this. Can we get a chat with her?
Yeah, absolutely.
He just wants to eat it.
Don't we all?
So we are here in Plano, Texas at PepsiCo's Culinary Center with Chef Abby. So Chef, tell us about yourself.
Sure. My name is Chef Abby. I have worked for PepsiCo for about 4 years now, and I have the great pleasure to work on our K-12 channel, creating these awesome and delicious recipes with our products.
Amazing. So take us through, what have you prepared for us today?
Yeah, so we have 2 recipes here for the breakfast occasion. This first one is a Quaker overnight oats with some mixed berries. So the day before, you can mix this up with some milk, some yogurt, fruits of your choice. Keep it in the fridge overnight, and then the morning of, when you're ready to serve it to those kids, top it with some of our grandma's mini bites. These are blueberry vanilla flavored, so it really plays into that fruit flavor, and it's super delicious. Kids love it.
Now, Chef Abby, let's preface though, you're putting the fruit on the bottom inside, but the ones on top we want to save until the next day so they kind of just don't sink into it and bleed.
Exactly. So that's there for a little bit of a garnish, a little bit of excitement for the kids, so they're not thinking that they're just eating this, normal overnight oat recipe. We wanted to make it a little bit of fun, add some sweetness with the fruit and the cookies, so it gives it that dual texture.
And you guys just don't do normal. I mean, I see Fritos in this burrito.
Yeah, so I love that you mentioned that. This recipe here is a Fritos breakfast burrito. Kids and adults alike all love it.
He's been eyeing it since he walked in.
Yes.
I'll make you one after this. Yes. So in this we have some scrambled eggs, some potato, some sausage, and cheese, of course. So, and as you mentioned, we have those Fritos to give it that crunch.
Well, this all looks absolutely delicious.
He just wants to cut to lunch so he can eat this.
Yeah, we'll come back and show you some lunch options.
Sounds
All
great.
right, sounds good.
Chef Abby, you took the breakfast burrito a little too soon and set up this amazing lunch display so the nice man is still hungry. What do you have for him?
Well, we have a couple awesome 2-grain solutions here for you. So we'll walk you through some of them, kind of show you what's in them. I'm super excited. Let's start over here. So we have 2 different walking taco recipes. So the first one is a Tostitos chicken enchilada walking taco. So in here I have some chicken, some bell peppers, some enchilada sauce, just like you would make at home.
Woo.
Yeah,
Do you smell that?
hold
I
on
do
to
smell
that.
that.
Smells delicious.
And we're gonna top it with a little bit of pico. So this is kind of like a twist on your traditional pico. This has corn, black beans, tomatoes, and a little bit of ranch dressing to keep it zesty. And then we have
That looks
some
delicious.
shredded
Doesn't it
cheddar
great?
cheese, because
Oh.
who doesn't love cheese?
Everybody loves cheese.
There you go. Doesn't that look delicious?
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And these bags are just super easy to open. They have everything that you need for the 2 grains. So there's no counting chips in that big bulk bag, but it does come in a bulk solution as well.
It does, yeah, and it has a gusseted bottom, so it sits flat. It's super easy for the students to hold or set on the table. And the top is super easy to open as well, so you can grab a bag, open it for everyone to see just how
Yeah.
easy it
Are you
is.
sure?
take
Are you
care
sure
of
you
it.
can handle
I'm
that?
gonna
Are
take
you
care of
sure?
it. Listen,
All right.
folks, if I can do it,
I can do it.
it can be done. So for students K through 12, easy open bag.
Yeah, so if you're in the mood for something different, we also have Doritos in our walking taco bag. So this is a cheeseburger Doritos
Oh,
walking
man.
taco.
You are speaking my language.
Yes.
In here we have some beans, some tomatoes, some ground beef. Can you hold on to that? Thank you.
I want a lot of this one.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
We're gonna top it with some shredded lettuce
Ooh.
and then some shredded cheddar cheese, because this is a cheeseburger after all. And then we have some pickle relish to really bring it home, give you a little bit of tang.
Now what I love about this recipe is that I'm going to use it to serve my students and use some of our USDA foods to make this an incredibly delicious, crunchy, and brand recognizable.
Yep.
These students are seeing these concepts in stadiums across the country in a little bit bigger bag, but this is a great way to utilize those products to offset the cost.
Exactly, super recognizable, flavors that students love, and really easy solutions for schools.
But my favorite of all time is obviously the Frito. Shout out to my mom who would always have a bag of Fritos in our pantry, but you're doing it a little differently than we saw with our breakfast solution.
Exactly, so this is Texas after all. We do love Fritos, but students across the nation love it too. So here we have Fritos as a base, and then we've added some chili to that, some shredded cheese, of course, and some onions. So the onions are optional, but I think it really adds to the dish and makes it a super recognizable classic.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm ready to eat, so I think we should probably stop filming so we can go eat, and then I can beat Amanda in a game.
All right, so I guess it's game time.
All right, Chaz, what is going on here?
It's game time. You guys
It's
ready?
game time.
Game time.
All right,
All right, let's do
let's
this.
do it.
Okay, so here's how this is going to go down, y'all. So I'm going to ask a series of questions. Fortunately, we've given you some lifelines right here. So the answer to any of the questions that I have, yeah.
Does she have a phone a friend lifeline? She's gonna need that.
Oh, ho, ho.
Just saying.
Those are fighting words
Do
right
I
there.
get to keep this hat? I love this hat.
Only if you win, you get to
Oh,
keep
okay.
that.
All right, great.
All right, so all of your answers are going to involve one of the 5 brands that you see on the table. These are 5 in the PepsiCo portfolio. These are actually our billion-dollar snacks brands. So I will go through, I'll answer the question. When you know the answer, pick up the bag. First to pick it up and get it right gets the point.
Okay.
Sound good? You ready?
Let's go, let's do
All
it.
right, let's do this. First one off the bat. Which brand is the top selling snack brand in the world?
He didn't finish the question.
I knew the last one was World, and the answer was Doritos.
You gonna let her go with that? Or you gonna answer
Or
something just in
Lay's.
case?
I like Cheetos.
Okay, so so the right hand wins on that one.
Oh,
It's
that should be a DQ right there.
Lay's. So for those
still
playing
could
at
have been
home,
wrong.
I know.
always answer the multiple choice question. All right, 1 point for Amanda. Second one.
Okay.
Which brand is most popular among Gen Z? Actually, no points for the team. Doritos.
Oh.
Doritos is not only of those 5 brands the most popular among Gen Z, it is their second most favorite brand out of all brands in the world, not just foods.
Wow.
So
Makes sense.
Okay.
highly resonant with Gen Z consumers. All right, number 3.
Your hand's not flat.
Which brand was used to set a Guinness Book of World Record
Yes.
Sounds like somebody cheated on this. I didn't even get to finish the question.
No, we didn't cheat. We specifically didn't cheat.
I knew that one. I think I knew that one.
Yeah, so Marlon is right. Okay, so the full question is, and not only was it Guinness Book of World Record, it's at the Texas State Fair. So 635 Frito bags went to make up the largest Fritos chili pie. All right.
All right, well, it's neck and neck.
Number 4. Which brand has 5 different flavors that are Smart Snack compliant?
Oh, wait, yes.
So Marlon is right. There's actually a second answer to that. So
Boom.
it's a tie. Both Doritos and Cheetos
Ah.
have 5 different flavors.
Hand
Okay.
behind the back, cheater.
Oh, okay.
Which brand is PepsiCo's top-selling K-12 brand?
No.
Sorry, no. Oh!
I'll let you have that one.
Amanda, she had to get her second hand
She
behind
did.
her back to go get
She
that.
did.
So, yes, so it's Doritos, but specifically reduced fat Doritos nacho cheese. That's not only the #1 snack brand in the PepsiCo portfolio in cake and stuff. That's actually the #1 snack in K through 12 across the board. So,
Wow. These bags
Okay.
are getting, like ripped to shreds.
yes, see, fun questions, fun facts afterwards. All right. Next up, which brand had its recipe purchased by Frito-Lay for $100 in 1932?
Oh man.
Point for Marlon. It is Fritos.
Fun!
Which brand is the official chip of the NFL? Point for Amanda. It's Tostitos.
Oh man, should have known that one.
All right, so tied up. We're starting to get into some key tiebreakers
It's
here.
hot in here. Is it hot in here?
That's just me. That's me.
All right. Which brand will launch a new flavor of Flamin' Hot Limon in K-12 this fall? It is Cheetos. Baked Cheetos specifically. Baked Cheetos, Flamin'
Flamin'
Hot
Hot
Limon.
Gotcha.
For the record, the score is 4-3.
4-3 me?
4-3 me.
You sure?
How many more questions do we have, Jazz?
It's bonus time.
Bonus.
Oh, okay.
So, last question worth 2 points.
Gotcha.
So whoever gets this is for all the chips.
Are you intentionally doing this because you feel bad that I'm losing? all right, fair enough.
All right, last question. Okay. In the 2021 Super Bowl, which brand had a commercial starring Matthew McConaughey?
Matthew McConaughey. Oh, I think you're right.
So you're both happening to hold bags that had Super Bowl commercials.
Okay.
So a little bit of credit there. Cheetos had a Super Bowl commercial, but unfortunately for the purposes of this question, it starred Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher.
Aw, yeah.
Matthew McConaughey was in the Doritos commercial.
Would you look at that?
Clearly rigged.
Would you look at that?
Kaz, thank you so much for coming today and sharing all of this incredible trivia and some new innovations from PepsiCo.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Amanda, for what it's worth, I was rooting for you the whole
Thank
time.
you.
So,
You know, I'm convinced you cheated.
but thank you for having me. Thank you to all of our partners out there. Certainly, it's been a year to say the least. But in particular, we're excited about the upcoming school year, especially with more and more students coming in and a la carte snacks being that much more critical. We're excited to continue to serve you with our great array of products.
And that's all from the Frito-Lay headquarters with PepsiCo. For more information about their products, including these brand new innovations first seen on First Taste TV, click the link below.
And you can find us next time on First Taste TV. And I'll take that.
Oh, that's
Thank
so
you.
mean.
I think it looks